What up, Houston Rockets fans? It's been a
Boy,
while.
has been me.
Rockets had a 3% chance to get a top four pick, and they got the top three. Number third pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Many people are projecting that we're going to draft somebody, but of course, we get people like Adam Wojnarowski, of course, saying that he would not be surprised if the Rockets show interest in trading the pick.
I'm gonna lead that charge. I'm under the. I think we should trade it. Like, how much more young talent do you want?
And if we remember when Tillman Fertitta was talking on the new facility they're building and all that stuff, he said him, Rafael Stone, Ime Udoka, he said uh, they don't need young players to develop at this stage of where they're at. They said that they more realistically to make a trade to improve the roster that does not include the core of six.
See, I call bullshit on that because I feel like if you're drastically gonna make a change and you're gonna get a player that is gonna help you win right now, you're gonna have to give something up. You have the number three pick. To me, everything's available. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Every fucking thing's available to me, depending on what you're going after.
Yeah. I mean, and it's going to come down to what do other teams hold value of that third pick? Is that valuable to them?
That's
Um,
why I'm thinking about. Like, I got a scenario I'm gonna tell you about in a little bit, but let's
right.
hear what old Woj he got to say.
So these were he was just saying about possible picks and all that stuff. One of the trades I saw was give Brooklyn back their third pick, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Give them Dylan Brooks and another pick for Mikal Bridges.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because first we all know Mikal Bridges' name is gonna be the first one to pop up on everything. It's
Yeah,
gonna be the first one. And at this point, it's like I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't really want you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, if you're gonna incorporate a other pick on that, it's not for Mikal. It's so you'll take Dylan.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Dylan's only making 80, so I kind of want to keep that contract. I'm gonna try to trade. I got one in mind. Just go
But
ahead.
you can go yours, and then I'll say this
Look,
last one.
I told you everything is available to me. If I'm gonna sweeten the pot, I'm gonna get talent. I
Yeah,
like the position they're going after with Bridges, but could you imagine? And look, I'm not saying this is gonna happen. I know people think it's fucking stupid. I'm gonna say this, but I'm centering a package around that number three pick and Alperen Sengun, and I'm calling Toronto and say, what else do I got to give you to get Scottie Barnes?
ooh,
He would be the
ooh.
perfect player on our team. You know what I'm saying? I'll fucking bench Dylan Brooks for Scottie Barnes in a heartbeat.
Scottie Barnes is a baller.
That's my thing. Is you're gonna have to pay Sengun and Barnes at the same time because they were in the same draft class, so like the time frame is the same.
Yeah,
But I want Barnes moving forward. I think he has a higher ceiling than Sengun.
people in Houston that are Sengun
And
fans
then
are
plus
like,
Sengun, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, yeah,
Sengun is the kind of dude that would do good in Toronto
yeah.
because like he's wide and like he.
He's
I think
international.
that
He's
yeah, exactly.
he's
Like
his own guy. And for now, I mean, for sure, the top two are Sengun and Jalen Green. However order you want to put them in, we know it's these two. And so if they're saying they're not going to move from the six, it's those two, Cam, um,
Jabari, Tari,
and
Amin.
Amin, and then that's it. Everybody else is doable. Everybody else is movable. But I mean, if you and we know how Ime feels. If you feel that you can't get somebody else, also, you might trade some people if you because you have
Uh,
talent. You have
another 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 player that I'm gonna and I'll tell you this season after season until they do it is Bam.
Bam Adebayo.
I don't
He
know that I would give up that number three pick for him, but I think that you can get a package together with what we have to send to Miami to make them want to send us Bam.
yeah, he's due a contract. You have money, so that ain't really the problem.
Well, one of the pieces we probably they're gonna want something young. So like, what do we
Yeah,
have young? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Boban. No, just kidding. They're gonna want somebody young for sure. It's gonna be like
It'll
they're
either
like
have to be somebody young or the pick.
they're gonna be like, we'll give y'all Tyler Hero, and be like, no, no.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know what I would.
I mean, if they see, my thing is they probably want that pick. So I would do a pick swap with Miami. You give me Bam, and I give you Van Vliet and Steven Adams
That's not bad.
because you get the better pick with the younger player. You get two starters to replace Bam, who fit y'all's culture.
Yeah,
I get Bam, who's going to be my starter now, and we're good.
yeah. It's very interesting. So the other trade I saw was a guy that I know you like, which was surprising. I mean, he's been in trade talks. So hypothetically, of course, the Rockets would trade the third pick, Dylan Brooks, and a 2027 first for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't do that.
And
Let me tell
it
you
was
why. Let me tell you
yeah,
why. You had every opportunity to take that team over there, and you didn't do it. I don't
yeah.
expect you to come here and do it either. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just not gonna offer me what I need.
It and it's like it comes down to I feel like okay, do they want that quote unquote third superstar behind Jalen Shingun? Do you feel Ime and Raphael that y'all can make that work? Because as fans, we saw Shingun in the beginning balling out, but Jalen struggled, and then he got hurt, and then Jalen balled out like we've never seen in March, and then
Mm-hmm.
they were off of each other. So can it work together? If it
No.
can, amazing. If it can't, we're back to where we started again. Something needs to happen, and then one of these guys is going to get traded out at the peak of their prime, which is good for us if you're trading out because you get something valuable. But then what do you piece around it? And then is that a person that you feel is a quote unquote superstar to
That's
benefit
my
the
thing
other
is
guys?
if we're going after fucking something like if we're trading, go for the gusto, bro. Like fuck these mid range bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Go
Yeah.
try to get a star.
And so I know like people are throwing around like names, and there's names that I'm like it makes zero sense. Donovan Mitchell, no.
Don't want him.
Yeah. Like there's other players out there that like I mean, you got Devin Booker, you don't need that. That's not
Not really.
like
Not with Jalen
yeah.
on the team.
And that's why I said like a lot of the names are like, "Oh, get this guy." And it's like, "Okay, so you're probably wanting to trade Jalen then and get this guy, but I'm fine
Yeah.
with Jalen Green. I like Jalen Green." And it's all that. And so then it's like, okay, where does it come down to? Because the numbers with Amin, Jalen Green, and um, Cam were amazing. Those three together playing on the court was some
That's why I
pretty good
want to
numbers.
go after a player like Scottie Barnes is because like you can play the three, you can run the offense, you can play defense. You'll pick up a lot of the deficiencies that players like Jalen has. You know what I mean? You basically you're gonna do what Sengun does, but play defense on the perimeter.
And it's a you're fitting Ime Udoka's system, and they're in win, getting close to win now mode. We see what OKC did with Shea coming in.
Also, like, how do you value that pick? Like, for instance, would you use that number three pick for a player like Franz Wagner? Because I think he would be a good rocket with what we do.
I wouldn't mind it because my biggest thing is I don't want another player where I have to okay, what if type of thing.
Yes.
Like the coaches have to coach this player in. They have to get used to the NBA system. Franz Wagner can ball. Boy
Yes.
can Duke can ball. So it's like for me, if they go and get that, hey, I'm cool with it. Hey, Orlando, you can now use this pick, or you can use it to get somebody else, or we can do a 3-team trade and you give us Franz. Somebody gets the pick and you get whoever you want because you need
Nah,
help
we
off.
would. It would be something like we send them the number three pick and Fred Van Vliet, and they send us Franz Wagner and then a contract to Bell on like Jonathan Isaac or something.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, I can see that a lot.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Is I just kind of want to trade Van Vliet and Dylan Brooks because neither one of them for offered me what I thought they were coming to Houston to do last year. In my opinion, like there was times where Van Vliet took the games over that he was supposed to early, but then also there was. I mean, we're being honest. When Houston played its best, is either because Sengun or Jalen was fucking balling, not Van Vliet. You know what I mean? And Dylan Brooks, you just weren't the Dylan Brooks you we thought we were paying for. You were soft.
It, yeah, it. What we got from them at the moment, which was good if we got old them, but
Yeah,
Dylan
but it's
Brooks
like the
stepping
Dylan
in.
Brooks and DeMar DeRozan shit. It was like that was good in that moment, but like we want that all the games.
Yeah,
Draymond brings that for 82. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And it's like if you can trade one of them. I mean, no offense to Fred, but Amin looks like he's NBA
Yes.
ready. So it's like, bro, I got to go with the younger guy. He can play with Jalen. He can play with Cam. He knows them. He's gonna build with them. I'm alright with that. Dylan, you're in a logjam, bro. I got Jabari. I got Cam behind you. I got
Tari's coming back.
yeah. It's like, I mean, I appreciate the Goon Squad stuff, but you gave us some toughness. But these young dudes, hey,
I would
nobody
rather
messes
keep
against.
Dylan over Fred for some reason. I know that's not popular opinion, but I would rather keep Dylan.
And I think for me, Fred is as valuable as the point guard position is to a lot of teams. Fucking look
Mm-hmm.
at Milwaukee situation. Look at Miami. You could probably move a Fred out if you package some stuff up and okay, hey, look, because the beauty about the NBA is you can move. Okay, 3 team trade, 4 team trade. Let's see what we're doing. Let's move
That's
some
the thing
pieces.
about it is you have to shoot for the stars on bringing somebody in because if Fred's gonna go out, you got to match at $50 million.
Yep. And so that's the perfect contract to
Superstar.
hey, it's like I need this. I said, and I'm as much as it is like getting the pick. I was like,
What
oh
if they
snap,
move Fred, don't bring nothing back, but they free up the money and sign somebody like Clay? I know, right?
I don't really want 0 for 0. Clay, hey, Clay, just stick with Golden State, bro. Just run it back with Curry.
I'm in mixed emotions about Jabari. Like I want to see how he does the off season because I see something there, but like
I mean, for me, it's like with Jabari, it's like it's that logjam of him and Shingun. But it's like I see Jabari, and people are gonna say this, and I don't really care. I see where Jabari's faults are. He works on and changes it.
yes,
Whereas Shingun, everything that he did got better, but everything he didn't do didn't get better. Like he didn't 3 pointers were still struggling. The defense was he tried, but it didn't get better. And it's like with Jalen Green, we it's efficiency. It's there's certain things, but it's like I saw glimpses of it where it was there. It's just
see, I'm so hesitant to give up on Jabari because I see so much talent there, and I think your biggest Jabari's biggest issue is his body. Like you're just not physically mature yet.
he's gonna come in 1 year and just
That's what. No, well, he'll learn how to play into his own self. You know what I mean? Like
yeah
KG, he never got big, but it's like after a while, it's like, no, bitch, you're gonna quit pushing on me. I'm gonna
yeah.
push first. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like Jaren Jackson Jr. At some point, he decided to just be bigger, and it helped him. So that's what I want to see Jabari do. Play in the paint. Like you're 7 foot tall, damn near, bro. Just turn around and shoot the ball.
And he's never afraid to defend the
No,
toughest
that's why I'm
players.
hesitant to give him up because it's like, come on,
Yeah,
bro. You could knock down the three and you could play on the defense on a bad day with anybody. So
yeah. I mean, out
fuck
of the
Sengun.
core, if you're keeping the core six and you're trading Fred and Dylan, I'm cool with it for now. But then we come up to questions later on, for sure, of how is that team going to work together. maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But for now, I for sure, if you're trading this pick, this is the like you said, the time to swing for the fences, get you that superstar that you wanted, and I'm sure phones are ringing right now with Raphael Stone.
Like, what would you do if we went after a player like Katie?
Oh, I'd probably lose my shit, bro.
I don't know if I'm much better at Nakers, but I'm with you. I'd probably lose my shit.
Cause that like that bring like that guy there is I don't hey yeah no he already practices with Jalen, so it's like, hey, bro,
What if
come
they
on.
told you? What if they told you give him Jabari, the number 3 pick, and you get Katie?
I need KD to sign a contract, and we gravy.
Yeah, but I would need like another pick back from them or something
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
line.
I need some insurance somewhere. But KD, I think KD could make some.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry, Jabari, I like you, but KD's another
That's a
candidate
guaranteed 30 right there.
easily.
We'll
Yeah.
get Tari to play defense. Fuck it.
It's like, yep. Yeah, there's a few like there's players I know that ain't being moved, and then there's players where I'm like, yeah,
But that's fun. I was thinking that, bro. I was like, the Phoenix, I know they got him another coach and they blame Vogel and shit, but hey, like they need assets.
and the beauty of it is we don't even know what other teams are trying to move players. So you can make this a big 3, 4, 5 team trade, and it's like, hold on, here we go.
I'm
Like there
just
are,
saying, like, if you listen to the rumors, like Jimmy Butler might be available now. You know what I mean? I
and
don't
it's
fucking want him, but I think you could go get a Dame Lillard.
yeah, yeah. I don't want him either, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, who is gonna fit Ime's culture? Who is gonna fit his mindset? And that's what he always talks about. And if we're Texans fans and we are big on D'Amico Ryan's culture, we have to be big on Ime Udoka's culture because his
Work.
system works. We literally won 40 plus games and got the third pick in the draft. Like it's like, all right, this is the time to go for it. Like right now, your young guys are hitting their strides. You got the coach,
I'm gonna
4 years.
go. I'm gonna dive deep into the draft though and see if there's somebody worth their drafting. We'll see. It might be worth a pick.
For right now, they have us taking Reed Shepard,
What position?
con, point guard from Kentucky.
No, I am not drafting another point guard with a top 5 pick 2 years in a row. That is absolutely not about to fucking happen.
Yeah. So the first round pick, they got Alex Sarr, power forward center from Perth. Uh, Zachary Richard, probably butchered his name. Small
We're
forward.
definitely one of those teams who might move out of that spot.
Because the next two after that is Reed Shepard and Robert Dillingham,
Well, I know
point
Dillingham, but
guard and point guard.
yeah.
And then the next, like, yeah, I have a feeling we are definitely moving this pick at some point. Like, even Ime was just like,
It just doesn't make sense to use the pick.
yeah, like, I would be very shocked if we are picking at
Okay,
number
let's
3.
think about it. Let's think about it like this: 3 and 4 are projected point guards, right?
Yeah,
So let's think about what teams need a point guard. Oh, there's a lot.
Miami.
Miami. Um,
Toronto needs everything.
Brooklyn needs everything. Chicago needs everything. Detroit's not going to take a point guard.
There's nothing I want on the Hornets. Taking Melo.
Idea.
I said it, and I was like, hold on.
No, I was thinking Utah needs a point guard,
You do.
and they got a big ass white boy center. I wouldn't mind having. Maybe is Walker Kessler worth that number 3 pick?
You throw something else in, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, they could throw something. Throw us. Shit, they're gonna have to pawn something off they don't want.
Maybe like take Jordan Clarkson. We have the two Filipinos on the team.
I'll give the. Hey, he could help us though, especially if you trade like Dylan Brooks or something. I mean, I don't
Like you
really
take
want him
contracts, we'll take.
because I actually believe Cam Whitmore is the exact same player as him.
Yeah, yeah. After seeing Cam, 19 years old, I'm like, yeah, hold up, we got our Dylan. Eh.
I don't know.
There's some teams out there. We're gonna have to dig deeper. I mean, it was very scarce for us to get this pick, so I was like, I didn't look at the draft much. I was like, we'll probably get like 14th. We'll be fine.
See, the only way that Mikal Bridges shit works out for me is if it's just a heads up trade. Like, I will give you your three back for Mikal Bridges.
Would you wouldn't throw Dylan Brooks in there?
No, I'll throw Van Vliet in there.
So if they take Van Vliet and the third pick for Mikael Bridges, you do it.
Yep,
And
sure
so
do.
that was a possibility of because they value that third pick a lot. They said so.
The Rockets or the Nets?
The Nets, from what
The problem is the Nets are probably going to want something a little bit younger, and I'm not giving up the core six for Mikal Bridges. I'm gonna be
well,
completely honest with you. I don't even really fucking want you saying I'll give up Van Vliet in the third pick. Hurt my stomach a little bit because after the season you had when you could have shined like a star, you could have been an all star on a bad team, and you didn't do it. You just look like a fucking really good player on a winning team.
yeah, like Lamelo, he balls out on the Charlotte Hornets. They just
Yes,
suck,
like he
so he
steals
can't
the
do
fucking
anything.
show. You know what I mean?
Yes, he has superstar talent where all right, at some point this dude's gonna star out. I get Tobias Harris vibes from Mikael Bridges, where it's
Not
like,
that bad. I don't feel like it's that bad because I really don't like Tobias Harris.
no, I know. I
But
get Pascal Siakam vibes from
ish,
him. Yeah, because
ish.
it's like he can take over like a game, and then people will praise him, but then
No,
like the next,
he's just like this dopey bastard. He's Michael Porter. It's like you're, you know what I mean? Is
yeah,
you're. We remember that you did exceptionally well in the finals run with Phoenix, but like you haven't really shown that you could be the guy.
yeah, and it sucks because I mean you would if you're gonna get him, you want him to be arguably one, two, or three on your team. And
Hmm.
if I'm worried that Cam or a
I
Min
feel
are
more
gonna
better. I'm
outshine you,
keeping Van Vliet. I got to get rid of Dylan for him. You're right. You're right.
so trade Dylan the third pick, and give it to Brooklyn for him.
Yeah, I'll do that. You're right.
I'm cool with that. Opens up that small forward area more. Gives me some depth, bigger depth, because we forget Steven Adams is coming in, even though we have I forget what
That's the real fucking thing. Is like, what do you do? Like, do you start Steven Adams and and Sengun at the 4-5? Like, what do you do with Jabari?
three, but then you got your trade Dylan, so it's
That's my
like, what are we
thing.
doing? What are we doing here?
I just
So
don't. Tari
this
has to
world,
play.
yeah, but I like Tari and Cam on the second for sure.
That's why I kind of want to trade for a starting center and get
That's
rid of
why
Steven Adams because I was very impressed with what Landell did.
I will be if you can get a freaking Carl Anthony Towns. Or
No,
not
Bam.
Carl. I said not Carl Anthony Towns. I just read his name. If you get a Bam out of Bayou, like you said, that would be probably the best thing. You give them
Hmm.
Steven Adams, you get that third pick, they can get their point guard that they've been looking for to play with Jimmy. They get to keep their favorite Tyler Hero or whatever. And they got what's his name? Jaime.
Hawkins.
Yeah. So it's like you good.
And it still puts you in the same position, but man, do you think there's a possibility that Ime would just bring Sengun off the bench?
I feel that anything's up for. I don't think they can debate shit if he feels he's gonna have a full off season with them. He's gonna see what they're doing. If you are not doing what I feel is right, you should not be able to during competition be able to argue that you are not seeing starter minutes. If you're not showing me starter ability, I'm not going to give you starter minutes.
And he still could get starter minutes. You just coming off the bench
Yeah,
because, bro, like fucking his game is predicated more towards playing a second unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's made to play with Cam and Tari. Like, take the bias away from it. And if I was doing a 2K roster with what we had, I'm bringing Sengun off the bench because that gives me two starting lineups.
Yeah.
Imagine Cam, Sengun, Tari, and Landale coming off your bench.
Oh man, if you want to do it, like if you want to start the game and then start doing like moving shit around and all that stuff, hey, I'm cool with it, hey, because Shingun, Tari, and Cam, that's two guys that are not afraid to shoot the damn ball, and then the other one that's not afraid to throw some elbows for a rebound. Throw in a backup point guard or Aaron Holiday, you can go back, bro. Who gives?
I'm in.
Oh yeah, man. Well, yeah, Fred's still there, yeah. I don't know. It's exciting though. We got content to talk about. We got some. There's gonna be nothing but swirls of trades coming up now because I don't care about the draft still. I'm like, what are we trading for? What are we?
I'm
Rafael
telling you,
Stone.
I'm shooting for the stars. I'm going to get Scottie Barnes if I can.
I want to see. So you got Scottie Barnes. I'm gonna say we go for. I'm gonna say we get Mikal Bridges, but that's just the typical one. I know that's not what's gonna happen. It's gonna be some name that I didn't even know this person was available.
Yeah, I fucking hate the idea of that. Well, I promise you that at least Minnesota's doing good there. It won't be Big Cat because I don't want that bastard either.
Nah, they ain't traded none of that stuff. They're doing too good. They're gonna keep it together. Look, we'll just take Giannis from y'all Milwaukee. You're good.
In a heartbeat. And I'll give you the third pick. I'll give you Jabari. I'll give you Sengun.
Oh man. Oh, Houston Rockets. Let us know. Do you think we should trade the pick? Should we use the pick? Who are we trading for? I'll drop a poll. See what y'all decide. I know I'm getting a lot of reactions on Facebook about it. I'm all for trading it. Zach's all for trading it. We'll see what we got. Like, subscribe to the network. We got you covered on Rockets, Astros, Texans. Yeah, that's it. Good luck. Have fun. Have a good week. We're out of here. Like,
how much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.